try to explain the portfolio piece. I'm also going to send you a video about what a portfolio is in the CDA. It's actually created every week. You have one portfolio piece assignment at the very end of the module, and those items will be saved. I'll save them, and you should save them too. And those will go into your binder that you will create at the end of the modules. So I'm going to send you a video about those so you can see what it looks like and why you're doing this. So the first thing you do is what are called the resource collection items, and you'll be doing those throughout the modules. And they're various items that the CDA Council requires that you have and that you understand how to use them or what they mean. And so those are included in your binder, in your portfolio. So the first collection item is your certificate of completion of a first aid course, a CPR course. So whichever one of those you have, you should be able to get that done through OVEC. And then you just send a photocopy of your card or your certificate of completion. If you've already done that, then you just attach that photograph. Then the second resource collection item for this portfolio piece is a copy of the weekly menu that is used where you work. And the third one is a sample of a weekly plan that has the learning goals and all the different things related to your work with children in the Head Start program with OVEC. So those are just, if you don't know what those are, the menu plan and the weekly plan, you should ask your supervisor to see those. If you haven't seen them before, we need to make sure you have and that you know what they are. Then in the second part of your portfolio pieces, you'll have what are called competency statements. These are statements of your reflection of knowledge. They demonstrate your knowledge in certain areas. They're very important. They have to be inclusive of everything as much as you've learned. So you usually write a paragraph. You can make, it says here, you can write one paragraph for each functional area. So the CDA is divided into functional areas. One of them is safety, healthy, and learning environment. So you would write one paragraph about what you know about how to meet the needs of children in those areas. The first one you do is safety, then healthy, then learning environment. So that's competency statement 1, those 3 areas. Then you write one paragraph about each of these. So you're going to look at this menu from the resource collection up here, and you're going to reflect on it. What do you think about it? Did you design the menu? Do you think that it meets the needs of the children, or do you think there's some things missing? Or do you think it's really good? If so, why do you think it's good? Then you do the same thing with your room environment. So you're going to look at the room where your CDA visit will happen. And that would be the room that you usually work in. So you're going to ask how the room design reflects the way you believe children learn best. If you did not design the room, what do you think is good about it, and what would you change if you were in charge of it, and why? So these 2 things need to reflect your knowledge of these items. And then the weekly plan is the same thing. You want to say if this reflects your philosophy, or if you did not make the weekly plan, do you think it could be improved, or what are your thoughts about it and why? So this is a big process. It will take you a lot of time to gather all these things. These are the first pieces of your portfolio. So when you submit it, You will submit the photographs of the first aid course or the CPR course, your card or your certificate. You'll submit a picture of the menu and a picture of the weekly plan. Then you'll write or type all of the answers to these pieces here. So you need to know, what are your teaching practices that keep children safe? What are your teaching practices that make sure children are healthy? And what are your teaching practices to make sure that children have the best possible learning environment? And then you're going to go through these competency statements and reflect on the menu, the room environment, and the weekly plan. So I hope this is helpful to you. Maybe once you've seen what a portfolio looks like, it will help you. Just let me know. We can keep working on it.